Imagine as you close your eyes tonight, you are stepping into the golden gates of limitless supply. The noise of the day fades, and in its place comes a steady hum, a divine wealth frequency, pulsing in harmony with the very heartbeat of the universe. This sound, soft yet powerful, carries within it the pattern of abundance, the blueprint of a life overflowing with blessings. As you listen, your mind is bathed in waves of truth. There is no lack in the infinite, and therefore there can be no lack in you. You were born into the lavish care of a limitless Creator, and all that is yours by divine right now rushes to meet you without resistance. Abundance is not something you must earn through toil or chase through endless striving. It is the divine inheritance into which you were born. From the moment you entered this world, you were surrounded by the lavish provision of the infinite. The air you breathe, the sunlight that warms your skin, the rhythm of your heartbeat, these are constant reminders that the universe operates on the principle of supply. The same source that ensures the lilies are clothed in beauty and the birds are fed without worry is the source that provides for you. This truth is not dependent on the state of the economy, the balance of your bank account, or the opinions of others. It rests solely on the eternal law that you are connected to an inexhaustible fountain of good. When you accept abundance as your divine right, you step into a new way of living, one where lack is not even a possibility in your mind. To embrace this truth, you must begin by seeing yourself as the heir to limitless blessings. Imagine a great storehouse in the heavens, filled with every resource, opportunity, and joy you could ever need. This storehouse is not guarded by gates you must force open. It stands open always, awaiting your claim. The key to receiving is not in your hands, but in your thoughts. If your mind is filled with ideas of shortage, you close yourself off to the flow. But when you dwell on the reality that abundance is already yours, you align with the current of provision and allow it to pour into your life. The moment you believe this with certainty, the outer world begins to mirror your inner conviction. Abundance as a divine right means there is no competition for what is yours. What belongs to you by spiritual law cannot be withheld, delayed, or diminished. Others' success does not diminish your own. In fact, it confirms that the principle of supply is active and generous. Just as there is no limit to the ocean's waves or the stars in the sky, there is no limit to the good that can come to you. This truth frees you from envy, fear, and grasping. Instead, you can give freely, knowing that every gift you release is simply making room for greater blessings to flow back to you. This understanding transforms how you move through the world. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" and begin affirming, "All that is mine by divine right now comes to me under grace in perfect ways." You stop looking at your circumstances as barriers and start seeing them as temporary illusions, easily swept away by the tide of divine supply. Every day becomes an opportunity to claim what is already yours in spirit. You are not a beggar at the gates of abundance. You are the rightful owner walking through your own garden of provision. And the more you live in the awareness of this truth, the more life reveals to you just how endless that garden truly is. Alignment with divine supply is the gentle yet powerful secret to attracting wealth without effort. The universe operates in perfect harmony, and everything within it vibrates at a specific frequency. Prosperity has its own rhythm, its own current, and it flows continuously, without strain or struggle. When you are in alignment with that current, you do not chase after wealth. You allow it to come to you as naturally as water seeks the lowest point. Alignment means your thoughts, feelings, and actions are in agreement with the truth that you are already supplied. When you think in harmony with abundance, you create no resistance to the flow of good, and opportunities, resources, and blessings are drawn to you as if by magnetic force. Misalignment, on the other hand, occurs when fear, doubt, or feelings of unworthiness enter your mind. These thoughts act like stones placed in a flowing stream, disrupting the natural current. Instead of the river of prosperity reaching you smoothly, it is blocked or diverted. Many people work tirelessly, believing that wealth is earned only by constant struggle, yet their efforts bring little return because inwardly they are resisting the very thing they desire. The truth is that no amount of outer action can compensate for inner disharmony. You can push and strain, but if your vibration is one of lack, you will only attract more situations that confirm scarcity. To be in alignment is to be in a state of trust, gratitude, and certainty. Trust says, I know my supply is secure, even when appearances suggest otherwise. Gratitude acknowledges the blessings you already have, which expands your capacity to receive more. Certainty holds the vision of abundance without wavering, regardless of current conditions. This inner state of harmony sends out a clear signal to the universe, and the universe, by its very nature, responds in kind. Just as a radio tuned to the right frequency picks up the desired station, your life begins to receive the channels of wealth that were always available but previously unheard. Alignment does not mean passivity. It means inspired action, acting when prompted by intuition, moving forward when the inner nudge says now, and resting when the spirit says wait. Such actions are not forced. They feel natural and effortless, as if doors open before you without the need to knock. This is because alignment puts you in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, and seizing the right opportunities. What others call coincidence, you will recognize as divine orchestration. When you are in alignment with divine supply, wealth becomes not something you chase, but something you live in. You are no longer a seeker, you are a receiver. Every step, every word, and every thought resonates with the frequency of prosperity. From this place, life does not just give you enough, it gives you more than enough, spilling over into every area of your existence until abundance becomes as natural as breathing. Fear and doubt are the silent thieves of abundance, slipping unnoticed into the mind and quietly closing the gates of supply. They dress themselves in reasonable, sounding thought, questions about whether you are worthy, worries about the future, or doubts about how things could possibly work out. Yet every one of these thoughts acts as a barrier, blocking the flow of good that is already moving toward you. The universe responds to the vibration you hold, and fear vibrates at the frequency of lack. It signals that you are expecting loss, hardship, or disappointment, and so life reflects back more of the same. Doubt whispers that you must protect yourself from possible failure, and in doing so, it convinces you to pull back, delay, or abandon the very steps that would lead you to abundance. To release fear and doubt is to make room for trust and faith, the twin pillars of prosperity. Trust says that the source of your supply is infinite and unfailing. Faith says that even though you cannot yet see the way is already prepared. Together, they create a calm certainty that all is well and all will continue to be well. This calm certainty is not just a pleasant feeling, it is a powerful creative force. When your mind is free of fearful and doubtful thoughts, it becomes a clear channel for divine ideas to flow. You begin to notice opportunities you once overlooked, feel nudges of inspiration you once ignored, and take actions you once avoided because of imagined risks. Releasing fear and doubt is not accomplished by fighting them, for struggle only gives them more power. Instead, it is done by replacing them with the truth. Every time fear speaks, you answer with the knowledge that you are divinely guided and protected. Every time doubt questions, you affirm that what is yours by spiritual law cannot be taken or withheld. Over time, these affirmations become your natural response, and the old fearful patterns lose their grip. It is much like opening the windows in a dark, stale room. The moment the light and fresh air rush in, the shadows and heaviness disappear without effort. When fear and doubt are gone, a new energy takes their place, a sense of freedom and expansion. You feel lighter, clearer, and more confident, not because you have forced yourself to be so, but because you are aligned with the truth of who you are. a being fully supported by the universe. This inner state becomes magnetic, drawing to you circumstances, people, and resources that match your fearless, doubt-free vibration. Money begins to flow more easily, creative ideas come effortlessly, and solutions appear in perfect timing. Ultimately, releasing fear and doubt is not about pretending challenges do not exist. It is about knowing they are powerless to stop the infinite flow of good that is your birthright. When you live from this place, you do not just hope for abundance, you expect it, and in that expectation, it appears in ways more beautiful and generous than you ever imagined. The universe is always at work, arranging circumstances, aligning connections, and preparing blessings long before they appear in your physical experience. Even while you sleep, this divine orchestration continues without pause. What seems to you like a time of stillness is, in truth, a time of profound activity on the unseen level. The right people are being drawn toward you, conversations are being guided, ideas are being placed into minds, and pathways are being cleared. Just as the earth turns through the night without your effort, so too does the current of abundance move on your behalf, bringing your good into form. Trusting this truth allows you to rest deeply, knowing that nothing is ever delayed or forgotten. It is simply unfolding in perfect sequence. When you fall asleep with faith in this process, you invite the subconscious mind to become a fertile field for the seeds of prosperity. The thoughts you carry into sleep are like instructions sent to the divine intelligence that governs all things. If your mind is filled with gratitude, expectancy, and the vision of your desired good, then these images take root and grow during the night. You awaken not only refreshed but aligned with ideas and opportunities that seem to appear as if by magic. Yet this magic is nothing more than the natural law of cause and effect working in your favor. The beauty of this unseen work is that it bypasses the limitations of human effort. While you're awake, you may think of 100 ways something could happen. While you sleep, the universe may arrange 1,000 more, far beyond your imagination. It is not your job to plan every step or to force outcomes into place. Your role is to set the intention, hold it with faith, and then release it to the higher intelligence that knows exactly how to bring it about. This is why so many people awaken from rest with sudden clarity, unexpected phone calls, or opportunities that seem perfectly timed, because the groundwork was being laid while they surrendered in trust. This understanding frees you from the anxiety of constant doing. You no longer feel the need to control every detail or to push for results before their time. You begin to work in partnership with the universe, allowing it to do its part while you do yours. The night becomes a sacred time of cooperation, where you bring your vision and faith, and the divine brings its infinite resources and perfect timing. Each morning then becomes a joyful discovery of what has been prepared for you, much like finding a beautifully wrapped gift waiting on your doorstep. Knowing that the universe works while you rest transforms not only your nights but also your days. You carry a quiet confidence into every moment, understanding that unseen forces are constantly aligning your life with greater good. This confidence allows you to live with ease, grace, and a deep sense of security, for you know that even in your stillness, the wheels of abundance never stop turning in your favor. Prosperity is a rich tapestry woven from many threads, and money is only one of them. True wealth flows in countless forms: health that allows you to live with vitality, relationships that fill your heart with joy, opportunities that inspire growth, and experiences that awaken your spirit. When you understand this, you stop limiting abundance to a single channel. Instead, you open yourself to receive good from every direction, in ways both expected and surprising. You may ask for financial increase and find that it arrives not only as money, but as a gift, a chance meeting, a new skill, or the sudden resolution of a challenge that once drained your resources. The universe is endlessly creative in how it delivers your good, and the more you recognize the variety of its gifts, the richer your life becomes. When you measure wealth only in terms of money, you may overlook the blessings already surrounding you. A body that is strong, a mind that is clear, and a heart that is free from resentment are forms of wealth that cannot be bought, yet often open the doors to financial gain. Good health allows you to work with energy and enthusiasm. A positive mindset attracts opportunities. Harmonious relationships create a network of support and possibility. Each of these forms of prosperity feeds the others, creating a cycle where all areas of your life rise together. Recognizing this truth shifts you from a mindset of scarcity, where you count only what you can see in a bank account, to one of abundance, where you count the countless ways life supports you each day. The beauty of prosperity in many forms is that it is always circulating. Even if one channel seems temporarily slow, another is often opening. You may not yet see the money you desire, but you may be given time, resources, or ideas that hold equal or greater value. When you receive these with gratitude, you signal to the universe that you are ready for more, and this openness invites an even greater flow. The person who is thankful for the smallest blessing is preparing the ground for the largest. Being open to prosperity in all forms also makes you more resilient. If one source of income changes, you do not feel the fear of loss, because you know that abundance is not tied to a single stream. It is the ocean, and the streams are countless. You trust that something else, perhaps even better, will take its place. This trust keeps you from clinging too tightly to any one outcome and allows you to welcome new and unexpected forms of good. When you embrace the truth that prosperity flows in many forms, life becomes a constant treasure hunt. Every day holds the possibility of discovery, a chance encounter, a moment of inspiration, a deepening of health, or a spark of joy that changes everything. You stop waiting for a single moment of break through and instead live in a steady stream of blessings, each one adding to the wealth of your mind, heart, and life. When abundance becomes your natural state, it is no longer something you try to achieve. It is simply the way you exist in the world. You wake each day with the quiet knowing that the universe is generous and that you are in perfect harmony with its flow. This state is not about constant wishing or repeated affirmations born out of doubt. It is about living from the certainty that supply is as dependable as the sunrise. You no longer look for signs to convince yourself, because your life itself becomes the sign. Every interaction, every opportunity, every small blessing confirms the truth that you are a magnet for good, and this truth becomes the background music of your existence. When abundance is your natural state, you stop reacting to temporary appearances of lack. You understand that they are like passing clouds in an otherwise clear sky, transient and powerless to change the nature of the sun that always shines behind them. If a bill arrives, you do not respond with fear, but with the assurance that the means to pay it will arrive in perfect time. If a desired opportunity seems delayed, you trust that the delay is only the divine rearranging things for a better outcome. This unshakable calm creates an atmosphere in which solutions, resources, and assistance can find you easily. Living in abundance means you carry an inner posture of generosity. Because you know that the supply is endless, you give freely, whether it is money, time, encouragement, or kindness. This giving does not deplete you, it multiplies your good. You find that the more you pour out, the more flows in, because you have removed all fear of running out. Life reflects back the spirit in which you live, and a generous spirit always calls forth generous returns. In this state, opportunities come to you without strain. People are drawn to your energy because it radiates confidence and possibility. Ideas arrive effortlessly, often at exactly the right moment. The phone rings with good news, or a door you had forgotten about swings open unexpectedly. You do not chase these things. They arrive because your vibration matches them. You are in the same frequency as the abundance you desire, so it cannot help but be attracted to you. Over time, living in this natural state of abundance reshapes your identity. You no longer think of yourself as someone hoping to be prosperous, but as someone who simply is prosperous. This identity is unshaken by external changes because it is rooted in the deeper truth that your source is spiritual, not material. From this place, your life becomes a continuous unfolding of blessings, each one confirming that abundance is not a momentary gift but an enduring condition. You walk through each day as one who is already supplied, already favored, and already living in the overflow, and the universe responds by keeping you there.